Amber Rose is making headlines after her explosive interview defending Tory Lanez. She claims new evidence proves his innocence in the Megan Thee Stallion shooting case. But is this a fight for justice or celebrity bias? Let's break it down. First, Amber insists the evidence doesn't add up.
News, Amber Rose, and now social justice advocate. Amber, thank you. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. What do you want people to know about why you are advocating for Tory Lanez?
I'm advocating for Tory Lanez because the evidence shows that he's innocent, and he deserves to be pardoned by Governor Gavin Newsom. You know, he's 100% exonerated from the gun, and for that alone, he should be home with his family.
Well, the DNA showed that it could have been any of 4 people, but he sent the text apologizing, and Megan Thee Stallion and her friend Kelsey there that night said it was him. What do you do with that?
Well, I heard the whole story from Tory's mouth. He called me personally from prison, and I now understand why he said sorry, and it's not for any shooting at all. So I'll let him tell that story when he comes home, but the sorry was not for what people think it was for.
Amber, I got to invite you back on the show because we got screwed up with time, so we'll make it work for you whenever you want. Because I want to talk to you about Diddy and your experience there and what you think about what's happening with him and what people should know. But I don't want to choke you on time. But do you think that they're going to make the case against him or no?
I think it's just the beginning. I think right now they're just they're trying to paint a picture, but I think there's more to come.
All right. Well, I'd love to have you back. Thank you. You know how TV goes. I don't have to tell you. This is what happens with the satellite.
No worries. I would be happy to come back.
All right, we'll do it again. And thank you for putting Tory Lanez on the radar with Anna Paulina Luna and getting it to our attention as well. We'll see that justice is done. Thank you for joining us, and we'll do it again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right,
Congresswoman Anna Paulina claims 4 people's DNA was on the gun. None was Tory's.
Representative APL, it's good to have you.
Thanks, Chris. Happy to be back on. And thanks for taking a look at this case.
No, listen, you tell me to take a look at it, I'll look at it. But why did you look at it? I mean, this isn't your jurisdiction. I don't know you to have any connection to any of these people.
Yeah, so as you know, we are on oversight and accountability, and so this case was actually initially flagged for me by Amber Rose. And the reason why I took particular interest in it is because of the fact that they actually had evidence that they presented to me in my office that actually disproved the conviction. So as you stated earlier, that 0.01% of DNA, they actually found 4 people's DNA on that firearm, none of which was Tory's. Not to mention there were 0 fingerprints on the actual magazine. And also, too, as you said, 0.01% chance. I mean, that evidence in itself should pretty much speak for itself. Also, there's been ring footage that's been obtained that actually disproves the whole dance, Megan. And so what we're seeing is really there was a case of he said, she said. The evidence wasn't actually respected and properly adhered to actually in the trial. And then they also were doing something that I would find pretty wild and egregious. They were actually submitting his lyrics for rap as evidence to the crime. So look, first and foremost, you have to have a free and fair society. That means we need to respect and uphold the justice system. So I actually reached out today to Gavin Newsom's office, and we are requesting an emergency meeting. We're also working with other Democrats, specifically to the California delegation. But I think that this is something that's pretty egregious, that the way that this was handled, the way that it was. I think that it was largely driven by headlines. And aside from the people involved and the parties involved, obviously I take domestic violence, I take this very seriously, Chris, but I also take very seriously the fact that I do believe, based on the evidence that I've seen, that Tory's innocent. And I think that it sets a really bad message when you have someone of his
Ring camera footage allegedly contradicts Megan's story. But here's the twist. Amber says Tory's sorry texts weren't for the shooting, but for cheating with Megan and her friend Kelsey. Wild, right? Critics aren't buying it. Why? 1, Megan and Kelsey both ID'd Tory as the shooter. 2, the jury saw evidence we haven't, and still convicted him. 3 pardons are rare. Even Snoop Dogg says this is a long shot. Plus, legal experts say DNA on a gun doesn't prove innocence, just that others touched it. This isn't just about Tory. It's about how justice works for the rich and famous. Remember, Kim K lobbied for drug sentence commutations. Trump pardoned rappers, but should influencers like Amber Rose have this power? Or is this a slippery slope? So, do you think Tory deserves a pardon? Drop a comment. Free Tory or Justice for Megan, and hit subscribe. We drop unfiltered breakdowns on hip-hop's biggest dramas weekly.